and welcome to the concept video of Dissect Edu Solutions. This is the concept video on variable. If you have not already seen the DIY activity on this concept, then I highly recommend that you watch that video first and then come here for explanation. So what do you mean by the term variable? A simple English term variable, it means that something that keeps on changing, right? So in mathematics also, it is the same meaning, that keeps on changing. And that is the reason why we don't know its value beforehand. We need to find out its value. And that's what a variable is. Let's look at a few examples to make it more clear about what it means to be a variable. So I have a lot of examples here, and we will see each one of them one by one. If you think about eating one mango every day, then the sweetness of the mango that you're going to eat is variable. Some mangoes might be sweet, some might be very sweet, some might be sour. And that's why before cutting the mango, before putting it in the mouth, you would never know how sweet the mango is. It keeps on changing and it is always unknown. Same way, the speed at which the ball is thrown by a bowler keeps on changing. No matter what the bowler tries, it is very, 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 very rare that he might be able to put the ball at same speed as some previous ball. The speed keeps changing always. And before the ball is thrown, you cannot predict how the speed would be, how much the speed would be. So it is unknown and it keeps changing from ball to ball. The same is the case with the score on a dice. It keeps changing. At every throw, the score would keep changing. And before the throw is made, before the dice hits the board, you cannot tell what is going to be the score. If you're going to go fishing, the size of the fish is a variable. It keeps on changing. And before you catch the fish, you will never know what is the size of the fish that you're going to catch. The amount of rainfall that you are going to have in a day or in a month or in the year is variable. You can never know how much rainfall it will happen in a day, in a year, or in a month. You can predict it. You could be very close, but you can never be sure about how much it will rain. The temperature, if you take the temperature of a person, the temperature keeps on changing. It is unknown and it keeps on changing. So these are all things that keep on changing and they are unknown before we actually find out how much it is. So these are all variables. Let's look at how we treat variables in mathematics. So if you want to measure a quantity and that quantity is always unknown before you measure it, and it is always changing, then it is called a variable. So in our cases, the sweetness of the mango, the speed of the ball, the score on the dice, the size of the fish, the amount of rainfall, the score of exam result, or the temperature of the patient keeps on changing before we find it. And it is always unknown, right? So if we want to name these, we can give them full names. Sweetness of the mango is so-and-so. Sweetness of the mango is so-and-so. If you're making a tabulated result about how the sweetness of the mango is changing. So let's say you have a measure where you say that, okay, the sweetness of the mango is so much. So you maybe calculate how much sugar per, say, 100 milliliters of the juice of mango. And then you count whatever is the sweetness of different mangoes. If you tabulate it, then you can always keep on writing sweetness of the mango 1, sweetness of the mango 2, sweetness of the mango 3, sweetness of the mango 4. Or you could just give it a name of the variable, say S for sweetness. So or A or B or C, any letter you can give. So usually, you can use capital letters or small letters. Usually in mathematics, as a convention, small letters are used to denote that a particular quantity, a particular measure, whatever it is trying to communicate, is variable. And what does that variable mean? It is unknown and it keeps on changing. So once you know this basic concept, we will use this concept in many more chapters and many more advanced concepts. But this is the most important core concept that you need to understand about what is called as variable and why they are given the names, random names, as alphabets, as letters. So the only reason is that it is very short. If you have to write equations, then you would rather want to use ABC instead of size of the fish every time we are talking about size of the fish. So we can just pick up one of the letter and we can assign the size of the fish to that letter, and we can always keep on tabulating our results. So this is what the concept of variable is. Hope you understood this concept very clearly. If you have any doubts, you can definitely go back to the video and watch it again. Happy learning.
All the materials used in this activity are available in Dbox along with other learning and teaching aids. For more information on Dbox for home use, school program and CSR program, visit the link given in the description of this video. If you found this video helpful, then please hit that like button and share it with your friends. And if you have still not subscribed to our channel, then do subscribe and click on the bell icon to get all updates. We hope to see you in our next video. Happy learning!